What's up, everybody? My name is Matei, another day from Music Biz Daily, and today I want to talk about a story that I recently read about, which is about Kid Cudi launching a new production and music management company called Mad Solar, which is, of course, his music management, artist management company. So I want to give you a little history about Kid Cudi because you can learn a lot just by going to his Wikipedia page to see the progression of his business learning and how his labels were set up. So kind of let's go through it, right? Because of course everybody knows Kid Cudi from his first album, The Man on the Moon, The End of Day, which was his debut kind of first studio project album in 2009. That's kind of when he came on the scene and was real big. And that particular album was under, of course, Good Music. Everybody knows that Kanye signed him, and then later on the type of problems him and Kanye had, but it was under Good Music, Universal Motown, and a label called Dream On, which was Kid Cudi's label, where he partnered out with his business partner, who was also a producer. He took a lot of, care of a lot of the management, things like that. But from the very beginning, you could see that Kid Cudi had his own label situation and was able to sort of create a partnership, even though it might have been the deal, I don't know the details of the contract, but the point is that he got his label on that album, it was titled on that first album from the very beginning, which was Dream On. And if you guys don't know about how Kid Cudi came on, look, in 2009, I was still a big, what you could call a super fan of music. I was much younger, and I was able to spend a lot more time listening to music. And from what I remember is that Kid Cudi had a huge audience to begin with before he even put out his first debut album. I've heard his mixtapes prior to that. He kind of blew up in college, in the college environment, in school and all that. So anyways, that probably gave him the leverage to get his label into this Good Music, Universal Motown situation and be on record as another label responsible for the release of the first project. So then we keep going on. Man on the Moon, which was the second album in 2010, was still under Good Music, Dream On, Universal Motown. Then in Indicud, released in 2013, was now under the label Wicked Awesome, which was Cudi's new label. Right, so he basically severed the relationship between him and his old business partner. He started his own label. I'm sure he had partners in that, a team of people. So that album in 2013 was still under Good Music. Now the distribution and probably touring and a couple of the other major tasks or budgets were provided by Republic at the time. So you notice it's no longer Universal Motown, it's now Republic, Good Music, which is probably doing the management, so to speak, and a lot of the marketing, and then the label Wicked Awesome, which is Cudi's label now. So then his next album in 2014 is now under the Wicked Awesome and Republic only, which you notice that Good Music is no longer there, right? He had Man on the Moon #2, which was The Legend of Mr. Rage. That's when the issue was going on with Kanye. So you notice that there was probably one more album, which was the Indicud, that was due under that contract. He was released from that. So now it's just labeled Wicked Awesome and Republic. That was his album in 2014. In 2015, there's another album, Speeding Bullet to Heaven, which is again under Wicked Awesome label, which is Cudi's label in Republic. So you see, and let me just end it with the last album that was officially released, which was Passion, Pain, Demon, and Slaying, which was under Wicked Awesome and Republic. Now, the interesting thing is, just for me as a fan, again, I wasn't too much involved in trying to listen to a lot of music in this last decade or so. Just been very busy with businesses. But I know for a fact that the albums after Good Music was no longer involved, or Universal Motown was no longer involved, didn't get a lot of push. So either Cudi had a better independent situation with Republic through his label and was able to basically retain a lot of good super fans and was able to get to them directly. So maybe he made even more money with the later albums that weren't promoted as big by the major record labels because he had his own independent situation going on. Republic probably took care of his distribution, a lot of the touring and things like that. But you see the progression of him being a businessman as well as an artist. And the reason I'm making this video is because now he's still an artist, he's still promising new music to his fans, but on top of having his own Wicked Awesome label, he also has this production company that's going to be coming online that's probably going to be, something maybe similar to what Roc Nation is structured like, where he manages other artists and maybe under other labels. But usually when you create a music management company, is because you have enough experience and business knowledge to understand how to manage artists, or it could be athletes or entertainers or whatever. You know how to manage a business under any type of situation, under any other type of major label record deal or major partnership with another big company like Nike, Adidas, or whatever, under endorsement or sponsorship deal. So, a management company is not any light work. Like, you literally have to have a full staff of people doing all the moving parts. It could be potentially management of publishing, things like that, which is a lot of groundwork, a lot of boring work, a lot of administrative work, a lot of going through contracts, signing up on platforms like Sound Exchange and all that to manage it. But the point I'm trying to make is that for a lot of you artists, if you can get a foot in the door, even if it's not under your own label, being in the partnership in the very beginning, if you are passionate about the music industry regardless, you could still make other business moves within the industry down the line and make that your lifelong career, make other moves. Look, 50 Cent is another person that just comes to mind just because I read his book recently that was very good at doing that. Because at the end of the day, every artist's career will have sort of, it's only going to last for so long from the standpoint of releasing music and having his old fans, right? A lot of his fans now are approaching their 30s or late 20s, so they have families. They're not super fans anymore. They don't have the time to spend on being a super fan like they used to when they were in their either late teenage years or early 20s. But again, the point I'm trying to make in this video, and the reason I'm making it, is because you can see the progression of this particular artist, how he had his label set up, how he progressed through having different relationships with major labels, taking care of X, Y, and Z for him within those partnerships. And now, he still has a label and he's launching a artist management company. So don't give up on your dreams. And look, if the music only lasts for an album or two, or if your production only gets so far, if you love the music industry and that's the industry you want to remain in and have a career in, there's so many other things you could be doing as long as you understand the business. If you don't understand the business and you only want to be the artist, there's really not that much that you could do besides creating the art. You will always rely on another business entity or a team of, a management team of other people that know how to cross all the T's and dot all the I's in business, and is going to always create, situations that you can't control as an artist, and is going to be emotionally draining. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.